strikes for the first time?
That's not the first time. In China, I made a guy tap out to strikes, so it's not my first finish like that. But that's what I do. I just put a pace on guys that they can't match. A lot of punches to the face, a lot of volume, and I just make guys quit. That's what I've been doing since college wrestling days.
How satisfying was it, considering all the trash that he talked in this fight? You were pretty dominant on the ground. So how did that feel to kind of shut him up?
It was satisfying, but it's not a big deal. He's not a big name or anything, so I don't really take a lot of pride in it. I expected to finish him. That's why I told everybody on media. I said, hey, I'm going to finish him. I told Joe Silva I'm going to finish him, and then I want to slot on UFC Portland in my home, and that's what I did. So that's what I wanted to make sure I proved the point.
After the win, it seemed like you were speaking to someone quite animated fashion. Who were you talking to, and what were you saying?
I was talking to Cameron Haynes. He's one of my buddies, Joe Rogan's buddy. He's an avid bow hunter. He's one of my good friends from the same hometown that I'm from, Springfield, Thurston, Oregon. So, after I lost last time, he came out to watch me, and it was my first professional loss. I just told him, hey, man, this is what I can do when I'm not hurt. I showed up, I was broke. I had to show up for that fight against Warlley Alves with a fractured rib because I was broke. I had debt, I had to pay bills, so I had to show up and get my show money, But I let him know this is what I can do when I'm healthy, and I'm gonna keep bringing good things to our hometown name like he does.
And do you think you'll get on that card? Are you confident that they'll hook you up?
I'm confident because, we were telling Joe Silva every day, hey, we want to slot on there. We're not overlooking this guy, but we're confident we're going to go through him flawlessly, and we want to slot there. I could bring a lot of people into that arena.
Looked like there was a headbutt at one point during the fight. What happened there?
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. We just kind of came in at the same time, and we kind of just both clashed heads, and I felt it too. It kind of like made me go ooh. I was like whoa, But we just kind of both just engaged at the same time and kind of clashed heads a little bit, but nothing big.
Is there anyone in particular that you have your eye on right now?
Anybody ranked, Dong Hyun Kim. I would love to get Dong Hyun Kim. I've been talking about him for a while, I wanted Damian Maia. That's probably a big jump up. I'm not gonna jump that far. I haven't beat a big enough name to get something like that. But I think Dong Hyun Kim is fair. Gunnar Nelson, someone like that.
At what point did you really feel like you were capable of finishing Max tonight? Was it with that elbow, or just just from the takedowns? I mean, you really couldn't recover after a certain point. When did you know that you had this one and you were able to finish it?
After the first round, the pace I put on was really high. I saw him walking back to his corner. I knew he was exhausted. And then the second round, when I caught that elbow, I just felt like kind of his soul leaving his body. It was just like all his energy got zapped. And I knew it was just a matter of time until I was going to get the finish.
You mentioned being broke before the Alves fight. How are you now financially?
I'm not comfortable, but I'm in a better position. I just fought in UFC Canada, and I got a spinning back fist to a submission finish. So, I still have to pay taxes, and I still have a lot of college debt. But, I'm working. This helped out a lot, and I just want to stay active, and that's why I want to get back on UFC Portland.
Do you regret taking that fight now in hindsight because you were so injured?
Extremely regret it. My coaches thought that I took the cortisone shots, and I thought that we could do it, but we didn't train. We didn't even warm up backstage. We just walked out to the fight, and we just thought that we thought that with my heart we were going to win because I've been through fights where I broke my hand and I won the fight. So that's just being stubborn, and I've learned a very tough lesson, but it's only going to help me going forward. I really did get a fire lit under my ass.
You're limping. Are you injured?
No, I didn't limp at all. No, I'm not limping at all. Not at all. I don't got one scratch on me.
Right there.
Okay, that was the headbutt, though. That was a headbutt.